One of the great things that you do in life is, when you're in a neighborhood and you got to go and walk to school or walk to the grocery store, you know where the good streets are, and you also know where are the bad streets. What are the streets you should stay away from, so hopefully you don't get robbed or beat up. You know where they are, and that's good. It helps you a lot. Well, we need to do the same for our acting. We need to know, hey, what are the right things that we need to do and keep doing? And then what are those things that we need to go and stay away from and actually not pursue at all? Well, that's the point of this video. This video is going to talk about the 5 mistakes that beginning actors make. Because in reality, you could go and make all those mistakes yourself and then learn the hard way, or with this video, I'm just going to give you all the answers. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first mistake that beginning actors always tend to make is that they don't actually even know what acting really is at its simplest form. A lot of actors think it's just about making silly faces, or oh, it's about having a funny voice, or oh, it's just about some sort of crazy methodology that's out there. But it's not. At its simplest form, from all the training that I got, from my BFA training and my MFA training and all the different mentors that I've had, breaking acting down into its very simplest form, acting is just all about telling stories. That's what we do. Now, why is this important to realize? No, because it's a core foundation for us. It's a root. Think about it like this. You could have the most amazing, biggest, baddest treehouse in the world. It could look amazing and beautiful. But if that amazing treehouse doesn't have any roots at all, what's going to happen? The treehouse is going to fall. Well, that's the same with your acting. If you have the most amazing and great methodologies out there, but you don't have any core foundation for yourself in your work, well, then your acting actually isn't going to go anywhere at all. So we need to understand this. When we understand that what we do as actors is we tell stories, we realize that everything tells a story. The outfits that I wear tell a story. If I go and wear a suit, or if I'm wearing a baggy shirt and sweatpants and I have stains all over myself, that's going to tell a certain story to all of you watching this video. If I go and have my voice sound like this is also going to tell a certain story to all of you. Or if with my physicality I'm like, doing this and being all weird, that's also going to tell you a story. Everything that we do as actors tells a story. And when we realize this and we understand this point, it starts to affect everything that we do. It affects all the choices that we make, because we know at our core is we're trying to tell a story to the audience. Now, the second mistake that beginning actors make is that they don't live in the reality of this business. Now, what do I mean by this? You're probably going, yeah, of course, because in acting, we're pretending, we're playing. Yeah, nothing we're doing is actually real. No, actually, I'm not even talking about the craft of acting. What I'm talking about is the business of acting, the stuff that nobody actually wants to talk about. The truth is, you don't realize how hard it is. You think it's much easier than the reality. And I can prove it to you, because how many actors do we hear all the time that they say, oh, they go and they move out to LA, they give up everything, they give up school, they give up their job, they go and move into a little dingy apartment and they have a minimum wage job and they're just trying to barely survive and make it as an actor. And then all of a sudden they quit. We hear those stories all the time, countless times. And the reason for that is because you don't realize the difficulties. Now, here's the perfect parallel to this, and you might not like it, but I'm going to explain it. It's like if I said you're going to go to Vegas, and then you're going to go all in, everything, all of your savings, you're going to go all in on roulette for red 35. Well, you would say, whoa, hang on a second. That's a dumb idea. I'm not going to do that. Or I'm not going to go and put all my money in on going and buying a lottery ticket. You would say, because the odds of me winning are very low, I'm not going to do that. But the same actually is for your acting. A lot of actors think, oh, if I go to drama school and I get the best training in the world, in 6 months or a year, I'm going to go and make it as an actor. You could have Meryl Streep training you. That still doesn't mean that you're going to go and make it as an actor in the next 1, 2, or even 3 years. Because in this business, it's not always the most talented actors who make it. There's a huge amount of luck that is involved with this. I bet you can't answer this question for me. In 1 year, how many actors wash out? Just after 1 year, 2/3. 2/3 of actors quit just after being out here for 1 year, and more quit after that. Most artists in general fail to make $5,000 to $10,000 a year from just their art. And you know what the poverty line is in the United States? Below $15,000. It's crazy, because the odds in this business of making it as an actor is extremely difficult. Now, I know that there's going to be people who take this to the extreme and think, oh my God, this guy's saying, hey, you should not go and pursue acting at all. I'm not saying that. I never said that. I never said, hey, you can't go to Vegas and gamble a little bit. When you go to Vegas, you're just putting in the amount of money that you can afford to go and spend. You have to go and do the same with your acting. It is okay to not go and risk everything on acting, because the odds of you making it are not very high. If anything, it's better if you can go and have a stable job that sustains yourself, and then you're auditioning while you have this great, amazing, stable job, because then you can sustain yourself for a longer period of time. We can think of many different reasons for why actors quit, and I made a whole video on this before, but if we break it down into the simplest form, It is extremely difficult, and you don't realize how hard it is. So now, getting away from this whole reality of acting, the business side of it and everything, now we're at point number 3. So point number 3 is talking about self-tapes. So self-tapes for the actor, it's your lifeblood, because anytime you get an audition, you gotta go and do a self-tape for yourself. Now, here's the thing. You gotta make sure your self-tapes look right. This background that I have right now, a lot of you probably like it. It's pretty cool. It's nice, but it's not actually good for self-tapes. Self-tapes, you want your background to be blank, plain, nothing, boring. Because at the end of the day, the casting directors just want to focus on you. They want to see you. They want to hear you. They don't want to see all this other stuff going on. It's what they ask for. It's also what they're used to. When it comes to the framing, you want your framing to be something similar to this. You want it to be a nice, good, tight shot. Sometimes casting directors will be specific and they'll tell you in the breakdown, but otherwise it's very simple. Something very similar to this, but having just a blank background. The fourth mistake the beginning actors make is that they don't get a mentor early on. The great thing about having a mentor is that they can help guide you. So when you start getting off track, they can say, whoa, 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 hang on, let's bring it back. This is the direction you have to go. They can help you in terms of the craft of your acting, but they can also even help you navigate this business a little bit more. They can tell you, hey, this is how I went and got my agent or my manager. Hey, this is what I did. Hey, these are the steps that I took. They can help guide you, and they can help even quicken the process up for you. Otherwise, you're going to be at home trying to figure it out all yourself, and you're going, oh my God, this is crazy. It's so hard to do. One of the things that I offer for all of you is that if you want to ever reach out to me on MINNECT, you can reach out to me and you can ask me a question. I always get back with a voice response, or we even can do one-on-one calls. It's a very easy thing. I've talked about it on this channel before, but yeah, if you want to reach me, it's very easy. You can reach me on MINNECT, and that's always going to be down in the description down below. Check it out, but first let's finish this video. The fifth mistake that actors tend to make is with agents and managers. So with agents and managers, a lot of actors think, hey, you know what? If I look good and my acting's kind of decent, I'm able to go and get an agent or a manager. That is extremely far from the truth, because you have to think about this. What is it that an agent or manager wants? They want money. They want to be able to put food on the table, put food in their bellies. You have to bring something to the table. You have to offer something to them, meaning you can't just be like, oh, hey, I look good and I can kind of act. Well, are you growing your resume? Are you going and building a demo reel? Hey, do you have great headshots for yourself? Hey, are you offering something else other than the fact that, hey, okay, you look kind of good and then you got some acting chops? Because there's a lot of people bringing that to the table. So you have to make sure that there's something that you're offering that you're also bringing to the table. So I hope you all like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you stay up to date with everything, because we're posting 2 videos a week now. And if you want to be a part of our acting community, you can join our 10-hour acting masterclass full of acting knowledge for you, always down in the description down below, also in the comment section. And then if you like this video and you want to have it paired with another one, well then you're really going to love this video right over here. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.